prices in California rise to all-time records, the actions the state is taking, and when relief is expected. The world's top longboarding competitors descend on Malibu, what the judges are looking for in the next world champion. And a Malibu parking attendant navigates cars and life. His journey from Mexico to Malibu with unexpected turns. News at 5 starts now. Just a few cents from the highest average gas price ever in the state of California, and drivers and energy leaders are demanding answers. Good evening, I'm Marley Panagos.
And I'm Abby Wilt. Welcome to Newswaves. Here in California and Malibu, we are used to pretty much always paying more than the rest of the nation for gas. But most agree this feels extreme. Newswaves 32 reporter Kylie Gibb is here with the actions the state is taking. Kylie?
Thanks, Abby. Just 2 hours ago, the California Senate Republicans tweeted that we are 2 cents away from hitting California's all-time high record for gas prices. Gas prices throughout California have increased from 4 cents from yesterday. Gas prices in Los Angeles are at a record high. Regular gas is now selling as high as $6.99 a gallon at local Malibu gas stations, and locals are not happy about it. Gas prices started to rise across the nation in late September, but California has been hit the hardest. Drivers are now paying 53 cents more per gallon of regular gas compared to just 1 week ago. Pepperdine graduate student Jacob Watson said he is forced to spend money on gas that could go towards other necessities.
Well, I'm definitely a lot more conservative with where I'm going, and definitely going to and from work can be difficult going through the canyon. It takes a lot of gas to do that, and you have to be conscious. You don't want to get stuck in the canyon with not enough gas.
Energy Commission sent a letter to Chevron and 4 other companies demanding answers as to why California drivers are paying the most in the nation for gas. According to the American Automobile Association, the gas price increase is a result of at least 6 of the 14 California refineries being taken offline for maintenance in recent weeks. State officials are aware of these issues, but say those factors don't fully explain the jump. On Friday, California Governor Gavin Newsom took his concern to Twitter and posted a video pointing out the price difference between California and the rest of the country.
The degree of divergence from the national prices has never happened before. And oil companies, they provide no explanation. The fact is, they're ripping you off.
Newsom proposes a windfall tax on oil companies where profits would go back to Californian motorists. Due to surging prices, California officials are asking for cheaper winter blend gasoline to be available a month ahead of schedule. This less expensive gas could reduce prices by up to 25 cents in as little as 2 weeks, officials said.
I think that'd be a great opportunity to, give some people a break on the gas prices, and it'd be really good for the whole community, especially the students that live here and young adults that are kind of living more on a budget.
With Californians paying $2.50 more per gallon than the national average, officials are asking for cheaper winter blend gasoline to be available a month ahead of schedule. Officials say this less expensive gas could reduce prices by up to 25 cents in as little as 2 weeks. Back to you, Abby.
Thank you, Kylie girl. Yes, we certainly need some answers and relief, but no decision yet. The Malibu Planning Commission is still debating the construction of a new seawall along Pacific Coast Highway, beginning near Big Rock Beach and stretching down PCH. The proposed construction project would include the relocation of public utilities and widening the shoulder of the northbound lanes of PCH. In the Planning Commission's regular Monday meeting, the item was pushed to a later date.
And Caltrans meeting is moved to this Thursday to discuss other priority construction along Pacific Coast Highway. These construction projects include rebuilding crash-prone intersections, adding traffic lights at a number of crosswalks, and a 14-mile repaving project. City officials are clarifying a number of details regarding these projects, particularly regarding a proposal to remove 2,200 parking spaces in favor of bike lanes. And more construction is taking place on the 101. Lanes on the freeway through Agora Hills will be closed due to construction of the new Wildlife Bridge. Closures began yesterday, and all work will be done each morning by 5 a.m. No full freeway closures are planned. This vegetated bridge is the largest of its kind in the country and will provide room for mountain lions and other wildlife and ability to roam. The $85 million crossing plan is estimated to wrap up in the fall of 2024.
Multiple mountain lion fatalities have spurred the Malibu City Council to action, and they are working to ban rat poison within city limits. Rat poison poses a huge threat to the Santa Monica Mountain's dwindling population of big cats. A December 2021 study from National Park Service found that 28 out of the 29 mountain lions in the study had ingested rat poison. Malibu City Council plans to use the State Coastal Act, which protects environments near the ocean, to find a way to ban rat poison in Malibu. After a year of waiting to implement this ban, the City Council will receive an update from the city attorney next Monday night.
They are big and unsightly. Why 2 storage containers at a popular Malibu park could soon open up space.
Plus, Christina is live where some of the best surfers in the world are hanging 10. As summer beach days turn to fall, the Cross Creek Shopping Center is making it clear beachgoers cannot park in their lots. New signs posted around the Country Mart forbid beach parking and limit customer parking to 2 hours. Country Mart employees say the employee lot often fills up, leaving workers with the choice to get to work on time or receive a ticket. While employees say the signs have made parking easier, it's still not a guarantee. Where beachgoers can park today is at the Cuervo Classic Longboard Surfing Championship.
The World Title Showdown has returned to Malibu's iconic First Point. That's where Newswave's 32 reporter Christina Buristova is live. Christina, isn't this expected to be great?
Yes, it is expected to be great. I'm at the Cuervo Classic, and this is the third and final competition of the World Surf League Longboard Tour. And there's a lot at stake in this competition. 10,000 points, a world title, and requalification to the 2023 Longboard Tour. I've been talking to a few of the surfers out here today, and they really say that Malibu is a perfect destination for these finals because of its perfect waves.
Longboard surfers from around the world come to Malibu First Point for the Cuervo Classic, the third and final stop of the 2022 WSL Longboard Tour. Longboard surfer Sally Cohen from Hawaii said she is ready to take on the competition.
This is the ultimate longboard spot, so this is awesome. I'm stoked.
With a world title at stake, the tour's top 18 men and top 18 women surfers are putting all on the line. Cohen said the competitive edge serves as inspiration.
It's like the world top surfers, and I feel like it inspires a lot of others to try get in the water and not be afraid.
2 contestants from Hawaii, 3-time world champion Honolua Bloomfield and Kaniela Stewart, lead rankings coming into Malibu. With Hawaii beaches resembling Malibu's, surfers from Hawaii can find a taste of home.
Since the point break here at Malibu, I feel more comfortable. Like coming from Hawaii, we have we don't really have crazy beach breaks.
With First Point being the furthest south peak, the spot makes for perfectly paced, long-peeling waves that allow longboarders to showcase their individual styles. Cohen's coach and 2-time world champion Phil Harmon from Brazil said he's grateful to surf the Malibu waves.
Malibu is one of the best waves and iconic waves in the world, especially for longboard.
According to head judge Tori Glickerson, style, flow, and grace are key elements to earning a high score. Harmon said over the 25 years he's been competing, the scoring criteria continuously changes.
Every year we have different judge criteria. We are all adapting ourselves.
Critical sections of the wave while using the entirety of the board and wave with the most smooth technique.
The main thing to do is nose ride, hang 10, walk on the board, and do the tail maneuvers too.
The most difficult and high-scoring maneuver is the hanging 10, where surfers ride the tip of the board hanging all toes over the front. Harmon said the variety of each day drives his love for competing.
Surfing is forever. You can be 80 years and still surfing and learning every day.
It'll be interesting to see how these surfers continue to showcase their style and love for the sport over the next day of the competition. World titles will be crowned tomorrow, so stay tuned. Back to you in the studio, Marley.
Thank you so much, Christina. And I've heard that the weather is certainly showing up for the competition. Maddie, what can you tell us about it?
Yes, it is, Marley. But the surf is low right now at Surfrider Beach, with waves currently between 2 to 3 feet. From the beach to the hiking trail, for people looking to enjoy our beautiful early fall weather with the hike, you need to know about this. Improvements to Chesborough Canyon Trailhead have begun. The National Park Service is installing portable water and stormage drain utilities, as well as adding a new gravel paved construction roadways and a new waterless vault toilet. Approximately 1 mile of trail is closed during construction. There is temporarily parking lots south of the trailhead. Weather-wise, the heat is finally starting to sizzle down today in Malibu. We are seeing temperatures reaching 86 degrees with a high humidity of 41% and 11-mile-per-hour winds. In Calabasas, we are also seeing weather with 86 degrees, and in Angora Hills with a high of 89 degrees. Santa Monica is here with a cool 73 degrees, and Thousand Oaks reaching 80 degrees. The fire risk is low today. The surf today is fair with waves between 3 to 4 feet tomorrow. Surf is expected to increase to 4 to 5 foot waves. Great for those longboarders. Temperatures are finally starting to cool down tomorrow. We'll have a high of 75 degrees with a low of 61 degrees. Thursday, we are expecting a high of 77 degrees with a low of 61 degrees. And Friday, we are expecting to see a high of 79 degrees and a low of 76 degrees. These trends will continue into the weekend with a high of 79 degrees on Saturday. This is a great chance to go outside and take advantage of our beautiful weather this week.
Back to you, Abby. Thanks, Maddie. I'll definitely have to take advantage of the great weather this weekend. Malibu Parks and Recreation Commission is discussing removing storage containers from Malibu Bluffs Park. At last week's meeting, committee members agreed to condense the storage containers. The containers are used as equipment storage for Malibu Little League and have been up for debate for nearly 30 years. They hold baseball equipment, uniforms, temporary fencing, and a utility vehicle for field maintenance. The commission is currently researching ways to make better use of the containers. Pepperdine's women's soccer has a run with victory.
Plus, Joe is out live with a reminder that you might never know what someone else is going through.
He helps you navigate the parking lot, but he's also navigating a lot more. A story about why you should always be kind, next.
There's excitement in the air. I hear Thousand Oaks is having a little bit of victory here in the area. Rihanna is here to tell us a little more about it. Rihanna?
Yes, thank you, Abby. Let's talk Friday Night Lights. Oaks Christian won their non-conference game against Calabasas High 29-16. Defeated the Coyotes on their homecoming night, where senior running back Johnny Thompson had an 83-yard touchdown. The Coyotes could not keep up with their offense as junior quarterback Nate Bennett threw to Jalen Lewis for a 20-yard touchdown. And the last highlight of the game was, yes, you guessed it, another Johnny Thompson touchdown for 45 yards. Number 17 women's soccer opened WCC play over the weekend. The Waves shut out the University of San Diego Toreros 3-0. They dominated the game early and only held the Toreros to 2 shots in the first half and none in the second half. Freshmen led the game with 2 goals from forwards Tatum Winalda and Melina Levadas. Senior midfielder Shelby Little said that their 2-week break from their last loss against UCLA helped build their fuel for this victory. Tomorrow night, the Waves will take on the Zags on the road at 7 p.m. The Rams could not keep up with the 49ers defense and Deebo Samuel, but the biggest hit of the game was between a linebacker and a protester. The Rams lost 24-9 against the Niners in last night's road game. In the second quarter, Rams linebacker Bobby Wagner flattened a protester who ran on the field with what looked like a device emitting pink smoke. Wagner's response was that he looked like someone who wasn't supposed to be on the field and decided to step in himself when he noticed security struggling to take the protester away.
That would be quite a shock to see as you are trying to make a touchdown.
Yeah, definitely. I actually was watching the game, surprisingly, but I did miss that video, so I'll have to watch it later.
Yeah, I just wonder if he's going to get fined or not.
That'll be interesting to see. Misinformation, burnout, Distrust. News is not always popular.
But why today it really is our job to engage you. Plus, it's the ultimate love story. Pride and Prejudice hits the Pepperdine stage from a new perspective.
Welcome back. He might help you park your car, but a local parking attendant could use your help too.
Newswaves reporter Joe Allgood joins us live from the park at Cross Creek with the attendant's story. Joe?
Thanks, Marley. Many Malibu residents come here to go grocery shopping at Whole Foods, to grab a cup of coffee at Blue Bottle, or to get lunch at Howdy's. But come this last July, there was a new face here in Malibu.
Garcia began as a parking attendant on the July 4th weekend to prevent beachgoers from taking up parking spaces meant for shoppers. And now he can be seen walking the parking lot every weekend.
You too. See you next time.
What many shoppers don't know, though, is Garcia's motivation behind his work. Garcia's wife suffered a stroke a year and a half ago. She has also been battling leukemia, which means he works weekends to take care of her during the week, but says he's optimistic about her treatment.
She got a few cycles of chemo, but we're doing good. We are very positive. There is going to be.
Garcia also has 3 adult daughters who he worked for 30 years in valet parking to support. The oldest daughter served 4 years in the U.S. Marines and now serves as an air traffic controller in New York City. But Garcia's story of how he got to Malibu didn't start there. It goes all the way back to 1981, when he crossed the Mexican border illegally, going so far as to hide under the hood of a car to not get caught.
That was very dangerous, but I was young. I don't care at that moment. Right now, I don't get in, not even in a dark room.
Garcia crossed the border illegally multiple times, at one point making the journey on foot and even being chased by Border Patrol guards.
I run like crazy. I get some cactus in my leg. I took it with my hands and I just throw them away because they about to get me.
Garcia spent several years.
Garcia works here Friday through Sunday, and as long as you're not parking here to go to the beach, he's always happy to talk to you. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you so much, Joe, for sharing that story. In other entertainment news, I hear there's some exciting things going on in the Malibu art world. Beth?
Yes, in just a few hours at Smothers, Aquila Theater presents Pride and Prejudice, the play. The theater group will perform Jane Austen's classic tale through their own innovative adaptation with diverse perspective. As it is known, the show is filled with unforgettable characters such as Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy in an enemies to lovers storyline. I checked, and this afternoon over 100 tickets were still available. So if you're craving a night off at the theater, you can get them online or at the box office 2 hours prior to showtime. The show starts at 8 p.m. and prices range from $23 to $50. The Topanga Film Festival starts today. The festival showcases events hosted by industry professionals. The festival is dedicated to exploring new frontiers at the intersection of story, technology, and humanity. It will last until Sunday. Today through Thursday will feature virtual and interactive programs including Q&As and workshops. The rest of the festival will be in person with an awards show at the end. The tickets range from free to $150. You can head down to Malibu City Hall to see award-winning artist Heather Edwards' gallery. The gallery's opening reception was on Saturday, where guests could meet Heather and enjoy complimentary free food. Her art ranges from creative interpretations of Disney characters to whimsical children's books. Heather's work is inspired by decades of studying people, environments, animals, and textiles. The gallery will be open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. until November 10th. Admission is free.
That's so exciting to hear. I love when there's free things going on in Malibu, and this exhibit sounds super cool.
I know.
So I think it's definitely something I'll check out, and probably we can see some other Pepperdine students there too.
Yeah, I would love to go. All things Disney.
Thank you so much, Beth. It might just be October 4th for you.
But for those of us in news, it's our day, News Engagement Day. As younger journalists, I talked with our staff about why we do the work we do and why it matters.
The news means getting out into my community and spreading the news that matters.
It's important to inform your community and also let those voices that are not heard be showcased.
As a citizen of the world, you need to stay informed about everything around you.
It is important that we tell stories about people in the community and those who need the light shined on them. And
it gives people a voice and a positive outlet to find out about all the hot news right now.
I like working with news because I get to tell stories and keep people informed.
News matters to me because everyone has a voice and it deserves to be shared, and it's our job to share those stories.
It's really important for the public to be correctly informed about local events.
I think news and journalism is important because we should be making the world a better place through storytelling.
I think news and journalism is important because I think it's cool to get to tell stories of people and events that the public otherwise wouldn't be able to hear.
It makes me feel connected to my community and helps me stay informed on local issues.
I think it's important for people to know about the world around them.
We exist to serve you, our community. Follow us on Instagram and you can join wider conversation about news and learn tips for healthy consumption and interaction at #NewsEngagementDay. What about you, Marley? Why is news important to you?
News is important to me because I feel like working as a journalist, it really is a service job. Like, we really do serve our community, especially getting out there and getting our feet on the ground of what's local and what's important to these people here. So
yeah, I completely agree.
Happy News Engagement Day.
Happy News Engagement Day. That will do it for us this evening. Have a great night.